And our first off the top is this. Rob, one of the shows that I know you, or one of the movies I should say, that I know you really appreciated because I was sitting there with you the first time you saw it, was Aquaman.
Yes.
The Jason Momoa, Amber Heard, James Wan Aquaman film. You came out totally giggling. You were smiling from ear to ear with all the stuff that came with it. It was a great balance of fun and ridiculousness, all kind of rolled into one package, something that Aquaman needed to be. Well, we, of course, have been waiting around for Aquaman 2 to come out, and we just got our first kind of indication on when things are going to actually start officially get rolling on it. According to reports right now, Dolph Lundgren, Ivan Drago himself, who of course I believe played Mara's father, right? It was Mara's father he played.
Yeah.
Dolph Lundgren.
He must break you.
He must break you. Dolph Lundgren has come out and said the following. I may be doing Aquaman 2 this summer, shooting in London, Lundgren said, and that's coming out the following year in the theaters, they hope, which they're thinking is going to be 2022 is when that's going to come out. So Dolph Lundgren right now is coming out and saying that they're going to start shooting Aquaman 2 this summer. Rob, you and I both know that that means at this point that Aquaman 2 is, if they're going to shoot this summer, which is just now, I mean, summer's just a couple of months away. They are well into pre-production at this point.
Oh, yeah.
They're building sets right now. They're doing all these things, probably a lot of previs going on. Rob, what do you think about this? You know, we're still kind of in the midst of the pandemic, but Hollywood seems to be getting things going at this point. Are you still excited for Aquaman 2? Or do you kind of feel like some fans did that one Aquaman was enough? Or are you actually pumped for the second one? Where are you at right now?
Bruh. Come on, dude. I felt that watching Aquaman was like what it was like to see Jason and the Argonauts the first time when I was like 8 or 6. When you saw those Ray Harryhausen stop motion skeletons battling human beings. Well, Jason and the Argonauts. I can't wait. I mean, I in terms of a singular vision of fantastical awesomeness, I loved Aquaman. It was. I can't even believe a major studio made that movie. And the fact that they're going to make another one, because it made and not only did they make it, they made $1 billion. So I am very excited. I can't wait to see whatever the new Aquaman. I hope it's just not set in the 80s.
That's still too soon, Rob. Too soon.
Sorry,
okay, let me ask you this. As somebody who is such a fan of it, what are you looking forward to in Aquaman 2 at this point? What are you kind of hoping that we see in there?
Well, you know, I like the worlds, and I would love to see more of the kingdoms of the seven seas explored. I mean, maybe not in a Game of Thrones, the War of the Kings style, because we already saw that. But, it would be interesting to see. I really thought that what they're leading up to, a conflict between the surface world and our friends who live in the oceans, could be interesting. But, I don't necessarily think they have to be slinging nukes at one another. But I don't know. I want to see more of that world developed.
Do you remember shortly after Aquaman came out, there was word that James Wan wanted to develop a spin-off film on The Trench, which of course we saw in the new 52 Aquaman, and they kind of touched on it for a bit. It was kind of horrific, actually, in the first Aquaman movie. I have heard nothing about The Trench since. Have you heard anything about this supposed Trench spin-off? And is it something you even think they should pursue?
Well, again, if it's got a good story and great characters, I always believe in pursuing it. But I've heard nothing about it. I don't know how that's all going to work. But I think that was a cool scene. I just don't know, how do you sustain a whole movie about that? Like, how about you're in the ocean? Why not sail by the trench? Don't go there. Why don't they put on a map? There's creatures that live here. Stay away. That's what they used to do on maps like thousands of years ago. Here's the Aegean Sea. Don't go over there. Don't go over there.
It's kind of like the adage of, hey, listen, couple moves into the new house. You hear voices from the basement saying, get out. You just get out. You just leave. You put it back on the market and you go. Question is, guys, what do you think about this? Dolph Lundgren is saying they're going to start shooting Aquaman 2 this summer. Is that a little bit sooner than you expected? Is right around where you thought it would be? Jump down into the comments section below and let us know your thoughts. All right, guys.